Yeah, I remember the start of high school drawing little logos on my school books for little brands that I would dream of creating. I was always going from one idea to the next.
What were some of those brand names?
One of them was called RMC, Regan Michael Kant. It was this little skate brand. That flopped because I'd get frustrated because on a Friday night they wanted to go to a party. I wanted to have like a business planning session with the boys, and there was a bit of disconnect there early on, so that never came to life.
Yeah, quite possibly there were a few parties that we did attend, but ultimately Cam was spending his Saturday nights learning how to use a tape measure on YouTube while he was building surfboards for the local community in Lilydale. Generally speaking, if you haven't visited Lilydale, it's a population of maybe 150 and about 0.05% of the population surf.
The next idea that came was monster surfboards.
Welcome to Monster Surf.
Yeah, at the start I didn't really tell anyone my plans for it. I just asked my parents if I could make just one surfboard in their backyard, and without knowing what they were probably getting themselves into, they were like, yeah, go for it. And bought all the equipment, made that first surfboard and put the name Monster Surfboards on the board, and people thought it was really cool that like just this 18-year-old kid from the suburbs of Melbourne was trying to create a surf brand like 2 hours from the actual nearest beach, and it started to gain a bit of traction, and I started having like friends wanting these t-shirts and their friends wanting t-shirts, and it slowly started to grow. Clothing side of it began to expand into like hoodies and jackets, and before I knew it I started seeing it at my university, and after my first year of university decided that that's what I wanted to pursue full time. Ended up growing this team of ambassadors around Australia who really represented that live passionately message in their own communities, and from that point it just like started to take off and like really took on this crazy trajectory. And
you know, there's so much exciting stuff going on. We're getting media recognition, like front of business magazines and in big annual reports of big banks, and it's all so exciting. And from the outside it can look just like palm trees and beaches and surfing, but it's been so hard. There's been tears, there's been fears, there's been times I've had 75 cents in my bank account just this year.
The first time I actually met Cam and saw what he'd created was at the Live Passionately premiere. And it was at a cinema in Melbourne. And just seeing the amount of people that were there showed me there was actually quite a lot of substance and soul to the brand, and people were really invested in it.
What did you think of the branding?
I know where you're going with this. I think maybe at the back of my mind I was always wondering where the name came from.
And so did another big brand.